This is Anil with a video tutorial for the Learning Lad on C programming. In this video tutorial, we're gonna see the pointers in C. When we create a normal variable, let's say int x, and we assign it with a value of 10, then the computer is gonna store this value 10 in a memory cell. So all of you know that computer memory is made of a lot of memory cells, and each memory cell has its own memory address. Okay, let's say that we have a memory variable here, and let's say it has the address 14826, and for the demonstration purpose we are thinking that this memory address is going to be 14826, but the actually, or in real, this value is different. So the computer is gonna place the value 10 here, and it's gonna make this x variable here so that we can easily retrieve the value here. So if we create another variable here, let's say y, and we assign it with a value of 20, then the computer is gonna select another memory cell and it's gonna store that value in that memory cell and assign it with the variable y. So let's say we have another memory cell here which has the memory address 12486, and we're gonna call it as j, and make a note that here this 14826 is the address of this variable x. So if we can store this value in this memory cell, let's say 14826, now this variable j containing the address of this memory cell x, or memory cell which is containing the value 10. So in other words, we can say that this j is pointing to this variable x. So that's why in C we call this variable j as a pointer. A pointer is a variable which contains the memory address. This address is the location of another variable in the memory. So as you can see here in this example, this variable j is containing the address of this variable x. So we can directly access the value of this variable x from this variable j. Okay, now we're gonna close it, and we're gonna see how we can use these pointers in our program. Before begin with the pointers, I want to explain about two operators. One is called the ampersand symbol, or the address of operator, and another one is called the star symbol, or the value of operator. So this ampersand operator is a unary operator, which means that it takes only one operand. So this ampersand operator, when used with a variable, is gonna return the address of that variable. Let's say if you use this ampersand operator with this x, then it's gonna return the address of this variable x. So this star, or the value of operator, is the complement of this ampersand operator. This star, or the value of operator, is gonna return the value which is stored in the memory location specified with it. So here in this example, when we use this ampersand operator with this variable x, it's gonna return this 14826, which is the address of this variable x. So similarly, if we use this ampersand symbol with this variable j, then it's gonna return the address 12486. So the star operator is used to get the value which is stored in a memory location. So when we use this star with this memory address, it's gonna return the value 10. Similarly, if we use this star with this pointer j here, first it's gonna go through the value which is stored in the variable j. It's gonna be 14826. Then it's gonna search for the memory location 14826, and it's gonna give back the value which is stored in this memory location, that is 10. So in short, we can say that this star operator, which is used with a pointer j, is gonna give the value 10. We're gonna close it again, and now we're gonna see how we can use this ampersand and star operator, and we can use a pointer in our program. So to use a pointer, first we have to define it. Similar to a variable, first we have to specify the base type of the pointer. So here we are creating a pointer for the integer variable. That's why we're gonna have this base type as int. Then we have to add a star here. Then we have to specify the name of the pointer. Here in this case, we're gonna name it as j. So the base type of a pointer, which defines the type of object to which the pointer will point. Here this j is not gonna contain an integer value. This j is gonna contain the address of a variable which is gonna contain the integer value. So in this case, this j is gonna contain the address of this variable x, and this x variable is gonna contain the integer value. So now to make this j to contain the address of this variable x, we have to assign the address of x to this variable j. So we're gonna use our assignment operator. Then we're gonna use ampersand operator to get the address of this variable x. So now this j containing the address of this variable x. First we're gonna use this printf function to print the value of x. It's gonna printf, and we're gonna write the value of x is %d, a new line. Then we're gonna refer the variable x. Then we're gonna use another printf here, and within that we're gonna say the address of x is that is ampersand x is %p. Here we are using this format specifier %p to print the memory address which is used by this host computer. Then we're gonna add a new line. Then we have to get the address of this variable x. For that purpose, we're gonna use this ampersand operator. Then we're gonna write x. So then we're gonna use another printf function, and we're gonna say the value of x is that is using the star operator. It's gonna be star. Then we have to pass address. So here the address is gonna be the address of the variable x. So to get the address of the variable x, we have to use this ampersand then x. Now we have to specify the format specifier as %d. That's because we are getting the value which is stored in that memory location. So add new line. Then we're gonna write star of ampersand x. It's gonna be printf. Then we're gonna say the memory address stored in the pointer j is percentage. It's gonna be %p because we are printing the memory address. So a comma, then we have to write j. That's because this j is now containing the address of this variable x. So next we're gonna use another printf, and we're gonna say the value pointed by the pointer j is %d. That's because it's a value, so or integer value. Then here we're gonna specify star j. So the star operator used with this pointer j, that means that given the value which is stored in the memory location specified in this j variable. Then we're gonna use our last printf for this tutorial, and we're gonna say the address of pointer j is %p, and it's gonna be &j. Save it, compile and run it. So as you can see here, the value of x is 10. That's because we have assigned this value 10 equal to x. Now the address of x is, that is the &x is 0022FF44. so this is the address of the memory cell which is used to store the value 10. So this is the memory location which is used to store the value 10, and that memory location has given the name x. Then the value of x by using this star operator or the value of operator is 10. That is because this &x is gonna contain 0022FF44 and star of 0022FF44. that means that okay, get back the value which is stored in this memory location, so that's the value 10. So then as you can see, the memory address stored in the pointer j is 0022FF44, the same as the address of the variable x. That's because we have assigned, using this assignment operator, the address of this variable x to the pointer j. Next, the value pointed by the pointer j is 10. That is because this j is containing the address of this variable x, and the value of operator with that address is gonna give the value 10. So the last thing is the address of the pointer j is 0022FF40. That's because every memory cell has its own address. So similarly, this j pointer is also a variable, and the value 0022FF44 is stored in this variable or the pointer j. So that memory cell has this address. So this is it. This is about the introduction to the pointer. So in the next tutorial we're gonna see some more information about the pointers. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.